Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, President William Samoei Ruto.
Asanteni sana, tafadhali tunaweza keti chini. The great people of Uasin Gishu County, the residents of Eldoret City, ndugu viongozi wote wenzangu, wananchi hamjambo. Hamjambo tena. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Chamgei. Omune. We are here gathered to participate in and witness an event of singular importance and the culmination of more than a century of growth, not just in Eldoret town, but in Uasin Gishu and the entire North Rift region. Eldoret is one of Kenya's oldest towns and the site of events and institutions of tremendous historical significance, not only for this county, but also for our nation. An important facet of Kenya's political and economic history is encapsulated in the urban center famously named 64, because of plot number 64 on which stood the Eldoret railway station. We all know the role played by Uganda Railway in our country's economic, political, and cultural history, and the dramatic changes our communities underwent after the advent of colonial settlement. As a result of its early promise as a major economic hub in East Africa, Eldoret attracted traders, workers, and professionals from far and wide who settled here, contributed to its economic growth, and built a cosmopolitan population whose diversity has been the secret ingredient to Eldoret's vigor and perpetual dynamism. This place bears visible imprints of the legacy of people from India, South Africa, and Britain, as well as every Kenyan community who settled here and made it their beloved home. Over nearly a century, Eldoret has undergone dramatic transformation, growing from a sleepy farming center to a bustling metropolis that is the face of Kenya, a home for all and a city of the future. It has established itself as a recognized hub for serious investment in agro-industrial and agribusiness, biomedical and medical, trade and commerce, tourism and hospitality, sporting and entertainment, and finance and technology. This event affords us an occasion to reflect on and celebrate the positive impact of devolution. In just one decade, Uasin Gishu County took over the Eldoret Municipality and Warren County Council, overseeing a transformation that has made a compelling case for Eldoret to finally join Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, and Nakuru as Kenya's fifth city. Devolution has enabled Uasin Gishu to harness the immense potential of agriculturally rich and resource-endowed hinterland throughout the North Rift, and to catalyze the ambition and energy of Eldoret's business community to deliver impressive growth. Eldoret ascends to city status at a time when 50% of humanity lives and works in urban centers, making the 21st century an urban century. As the city of champions, it is essential that Eldoret focuses on the great opportunities and significant challenges ahead not only because the future is urban, but also because it has what it takes to emerge as the ultimate city of the future. Today, therefore, is also our moment to reflect on the efforts we have made and the commitment and determination it will take to make Eldoret a smart, livable city that will thrive like a champion in a complex and rapidly changing present and future. We need to harness our people's initiatives, dedication, and industry to leverage technology and transform this city and county's potential to provide residents with a high-quality urban experience while offering investors, professionals, and entrepreneurs an attractive environment to produce competitively. The answer to this question lies in the strategic framework laid down by the county through its planning, policy, and regulatory, as well as other mechanisms that must deliver a safe, orderly, and ecologically sustainable and efficient city that promotes the dignity and well-being of residents and communities. The new city must also foster an economic environment which provides opportunities and a business climate that rewards enterprises which bring their investment into this great town. The performance of any urban area depends on the degree of focus with which its leadership and professionals engage with the critical matter of spatial and urban planning, as this is the only means of achieving orderly, functional, and efficient cities. It is also greatly determined by the level of success in implementing devolution, establishing effective county government structures, and the efficiency of resource mobilization and expenditure by county governments. The forthcoming regulations under the Urban Areas and Cities Act are intended to further enhance the governance and management of urban areas. At the same time, ongoing partnerships and collaborations have enabled us make progress in identifying and addressing critical priorities related to urban governance, infrastructure development, and the development of mechanisms to promote development and sustainability. I have in mind such initiatives as the Kenya Urban Government, commonly known as KENAP, and the Kenya Urban Support Program, Phase 2, which represents a cumulative investment of US dollars 1.35 billion aimed at creating livable cities. And I want to declare that Eldoret will be among the beneficiaries of this fund. Eldoret will benefit significantly from these initiatives, which focus on infrastructural investment, such as waste management, connectivity, and social infrastructure. Similarly, Eldoret is also benefiting from the various national government projects, including the ongoing construction of Eldoret Central Market, the whole infrastructure around housing, and I am happy to say that close to 10,000 housing units are currently underway, under construction in Eldoret City, from Kidiwa to Pioneer to Kimumu and many other areas. And I want to encourage residents of Uasin Gishu County that it is time for us to stop the land fragmentation that is going on so that we can save land, agricultural land, for agricultural productivity, so that we can ensure that we have food security in our country. I want to encourage farmers. I want to encourage the residents of Uasin Gishu. As has been said, this town was built by farmers. It was built by business people. It was built by professionals, but that charge was led by farmers. For us to sustain the city of Eldoret, farming must continue to be at the heart of the growth of this Uasin Gishu County. Yesterday, when I saw farmers come with their tractors into the city, I was not around. I would have also come with my tractor to this city. Because as a farmer, we have built this city with our hard work as farmers. This and many other programs and projects are part of our agenda to reignite the creative, productive, and competitive energy in the city of champions, giving Kenyans the best chance of winning the race to the future. At the same time, we must remain mindful of the need to address urban vulnerabilities to climate. This is why the Department of Housing and Urban Development has identified 580 hotspots where we will urgently implement climate-resilient programs aimed at protecting the urban vulnerable from the adverse impacts of climate change. We intend to roll out this program in the next 1 month. I have been following with great interest the work that has prepared Eldoret for city status, and I am satisfied that the leadership, professional commitment, and collaborative spirit invested in the proceedings are a sign of good things to come for the City of Champions. The presence of our Olympic champions in this meeting, having arrived just yesterday, is a signal that, in fact, this indeed will be the City of Champions. It is important that we provide a conducive environment for everyone, from the county assembly and executive to professionals in national and county governments, business community, investors, and the residents of Eldoret and Uasin Gishu, to give their best and give Kenya a city worthy of a gold medal. What you have done so far is commendable, and you must now proceed together to the next higher step. I commend the people of Uasin Gishu County, members of Uasin Gishu County Assembly and executive members, as well as the business and investment community, professionals, and every worker and every business person for their invaluable support and countless hours of effort to make this transition possible. At a very personal level, I am a very proud person today that this city that I grew up around, and I have two occasions that are firmly ingrained in my mind. The first is when I came in 1981, January, to Wareng High School. And my father, Daniel Kipruto Kirongosi Samoe, bought for me a pair of shoes in the streets of Eldoret. It was my first pair of shoes, and it is very memorable that that city is today, that town today is a city. I am also reminded, again, of another occasion when in 1984, in October, when I worked for the first time as a clerk after Form 4 in Kapkong Farm for the late Paul Boyd, and he paid me 300 shillings. It was my first wage. And I came to Eldoret Town at Hughes Building, for those of you who know where Hughes Building used to be. And I bought for myself a pair of jeans with 137 shillings of my hard-earned wage. It is a moment I remember that it was my first time to walk into a shop and buy a brand new pair of chins. That is the city, that is the town that today has graduated after immense hard work, commitment, drive by farmers, by business people, by sportsmen and women who have contributed significantly to the growth of this city. And today, we celebrate the city of Eldoret. Finally, I am reminded, because this is my hometown, that just behind here, when I first ran for a member of parliament, I didn't have a house. And it was a big problem, because many people said this man will run away once we elect him, because we don't know where to find him. So my supporters told me, you must get a house. So I got a house. In fact, it belonged to one athlete. So I rented the house. But my supporters said, this man has bought this house. And he has not just bought the house. He has bought the house together with the dogs that were in that house. Just to signify how I had, the ability to be around. And the rest is history. So I am truly proud to be part of this ceremony. Even if I wasn't president, I would have attended this meeting, because it is such an important meeting for the city that I call home. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I've digressed. It's an emotional moment for me. I rarely do this, but this is home. It is now my singular honor and pleasant duty, by the authority vested in me by Section 12 of the Urban Areas and Cities Act, to officially confer city status upon the city of Eldoret. Congratulations. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless our great country, Kenya. Asanteni sana. Pongezi.
Thank you, Excellency. Let's give him another round of applause as we now stand up to wind up with the